Welcome, and thank you for checking out the 2021 STEM Festival video series that's being put on by the Wicomico County Libraries. My name is Vicki.
And I'm Brian.
And we work at the Center Branch Library in Wicomico County. This year our theme is going to be health and wellness. So we will be doing a series of videos focusing on healthy eating and healthy activities. I'll be doing a video series on cooking and making really healthy snacks and treats and meals.
And I'll be doing some demonstrations on some exercises you can do with equipment you might have around the house, or like how to make your own, that kind of thing.
And some of these videos that Mr. Brian is doing involving equipment, we will actually be having a take and make kit that you can pick up from your local library as well.
If we run out of take and make kits though, I'll have a list of materials going along with the videos to show you what you need to get to make your own equipment.
Be sure to explore all the other great STEM festival programs that are being put on all around the state by various libraries. You can check those out at the MarylandSTEMFest.org. That's www.mdstemfest.org. There'll be a list of all the different activities you can do, and we do hope you enjoy. And now on to the video. Welcome to another video in our STEM Festival 2021 Health and Fitness video series. This is a series where we are making healthy recipes that won't break the bank. And this one is a personal favorite and a family favorite of mine. My kids love when I make this. This is called crustless vegetable quiche. Or as I like to call it, refrigerator Velcro quiche. This is a really great recipe for if you have a lot of odds and ends of vegetables that aren't quite enough to make an entire meal. Like, not for everybody, but it's enough to make like one person. So you take all your vegetable ends and odds and ends, and you just toss it in some eggs, and then you bake it. And if you add cheese, it's even better. Yikes, stay. Yeah, well, so that happened. So this is a really great recipe to reuse and utilize all of your leftovers. You can also go crazy and throw a little bit of like protein in here. There's plenty of protein in the eggs, but you can also do something like ham, chicken, ground beef, make it a Mexican style if you'd like. For today's version that we're making here, we are using spinach because I had some extra in the fridge that was starting to go a little bit funky, so I figured might as well use it before it goes completely bad. Not quite salad worthy, but it's good for mixing into things. 1 tomato. I only used about a half a tomato in this one, and squash. I only used about a half a squash, so if you're making it for a family, you can scale up or down. Scale up or down. For this one, I am making 1 serving. This is 1 serving, and it's going to look like a lot of food. So for this recipe, you're also going to need liquid egg whites, or if you don't have liquid egg whites, you can always you can just use 4 eggs. 4 large eggs is about 1 cup of egg. Which is what you're going to use. I add salt, pepper to taste, sometimes garlic powder. That works really well too. Any herbs and spices that you feel like you want to do. You could do a Tex-Mex version with like tajin, which is a Mexican or Hispanic spice blend that a lot of people use. I always like to add cheese because cheese makes it better. You can also, if you want to get real crazy, and this is what I like to do at home, there is a particular brand of spreadable cheese wedges that has a picture of a cow that's really amused on the front. We can't put any brands out there, but it's a really great thing to do to add to your quiche to make little pockets of cheesy flavor and creamy flavor. Obviously, you don't want to chuck the whole thing in because it'll never incorporate, so I just tear off little bits with my finger and like kind of flick it into the bowl as I mix. It works out fine. You get little pockets of creamy goodness all throughout your quiche, and it's a lovely surprise. Today, I've gone ahead and pre-cut all my veg. So let's go ahead and get the egg whites. Again, you can do 4 eggs. As long as it's roughly a cup of egg product, it'll be fine. I like to use these because they're egg whites. But I get the ones that are yellow because in my brain, yellow tastes different. It's the same thing, but in my brain it tastes different because it's yellow. And it looks like egg. It's all about the brain, man. All right. So we're gonna measure out 1 cup of egg. I'm gonna set that on the table because I will spill it. If you've ever watched our soup video, you'll maybe see me spill rice everywhere. Okay, that's a nice full cup of egg whites. I'm gonna put that to the side, and I'm just gonna put it in the quiche pan because this is just a standard pie pan, by the way, just a standard, pie pan. You can get those fancy quiche pans, but there's really no need to do that because a pie pan works just fine. I do recommend spraying it down with some nonstick spray first, if you can, because it makes getting it out or cleaning up a lot easier. You can use a big bowl to mix it in if you want, and then pour it in. Totally optional and up to you. As far as the cheese goes, the recipe I use calls for 2 ounces of cheese. I kind of measure that with my heart. That looks good. Because I don't like to measure. So I've got, ended up being 1 ounce, 0.1 of spinach, 2.7 ounces of tomato, and 3.17 ounces of squash. You don't have to weigh it out. You can, again, just use what you want to put in there. But the way I measured this out makes it so it is 3 servings of vegetables and 1 serving of protein. And it makes it a really nice balanced meal. It's also extremely low carb. The carbs you get are in your vegetables, so your squash has some carbs to it. Your tomatoes have some carb because of the sugar. If you have a family member who is diabetic or watching their carb intake because of dietary restrictions, or if they're gluten-free or something like that, this is a really great recipe to use to have a nice, delicious meal that is healthy for you, and it fits a lot of different dietary restrictions. It's vegetarian, it's not vegan, it's vegetarian, and then it's also low carb. A little bit of salt and pepper. I like a little salt and pepper because it kind of brings out the flavors. A little bit of salt, and I like the pepper, so we're going to put a little bit of pepper in there. Like, again, you can use parsley, garlic, whatever you want, you can put in there. It's really up to you, because you want to make this your own. So whatever veggies you have lying around your fridge that you need to use, like yesterday, throw them in, measure it out. Like I said, just pick it so that you still have egg products sitting around it. That should be good to go. So once you have it all mixed up, you're going to put it in a 425 degree oven. I know that sounds hot. Don't get scared. 425 degree oven for about 40 minutes. It's going to puff up. And again, this is 1 serving. My family, we like to just basically eat it right out of the pan because that's less dishes for me to clean up. But you can certainly have this as a side dish for your regular meal and cut it into quarters or slices for a fancy party. And you can look like you know what you're doing. And it's super easy. The worst part, the hardest part, is cutting up the vegetables. I do recommend, if you use baby spinach, just from experience, chop it up a little bit. You don't have to cut it up uniformly or chiffon or anything fancy like that. Just kind of give it a rough chop so that you don't have huge leaves sticking out, because they tend to burn if they're not submerged in the egg. Because it's 425 degrees, guys. PSA, if you are chopping, if you have a grown-up supervising you and they're letting you chop because you're older, if you're younger and your grown-up says, I don't trust you with a knife because I'm afraid you're going to lose fingers, let them do it. If you're older, make sure you do it safely. Keep track of that knife. Make sure you don't hurt yourself. So through the magic of television, I'm going to bring out a quiche I made last night. And this one is made with the same ingredients. In fact, I just chopped up double and split them between the 2. And you can do this for a family. I've done it before where I put it in a huge casserole dish and just cook the whole thing. Keep in mind when you do a larger casserole dish, because there is a lot more product for the heat to get through, it's going to take longer. So you're looking at closer to an hour. And the best way to tell if it's done is by, when you take it out of the oven, pull it out of on the rack still, just give it a little jiggle. And as long as it doesn't wiggle in the middle, as you can see, it's got a nice crispy edge from that 425 degree oven. You can see little bits of tomato and squash and spinach. And again, this is one meal. One person gets to eat all of this. And I think it's less than 500 calories. So if you're watching your calories, this is a good option as well. So yeah, I sprayed this pan down good. I'm still gonna have to chisel some of it out because it does tend to stick, but do what you can. I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope you get to try it with whatever you have on hand. Get creative. And if you want to post any kind of pictures or any kind of experiences you've done with any of your recipes from either this video, previous videos, future videos, Facebook page for the Waccomical Libraries is just Waccomical Libraries on the Facebook page. Feel free to post any kind of comments or pictures and hashtag Maryland STEM 2021. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty easy, right? Hope you enjoy. Until next time, guys, bye. Get cooking. Thanks for joining us for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you get a lot of fun out of doing the activities, making the foods, eating the food. And we do encourage you to check out the other videos that may or may not be showing up in the little bar down below. Thanks, guys. Bye.